everybody. Glad to have you with us on a Saturday night. I'm your host, Colleen Lopez. We, as you know, are celebrating our birthday, and tonight we kick off our Andrew Lessman birthday party. It's the birthday visit with Andrew, and boy, do we have presents in store for you if you are already a fan of these products. Everything is special birthday pricing, and coming up at midnight, one of my favorites, everybody's favorite, Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails is our best buy of the day. Very excited. How are you doing?
I am great. We're in Colorado till yesterday.
Oh, nice.
We get out of the heat of the Nevada desert, and we spend a couple of months in Colorado hiking, mountain biking, running trails, all sorts of stuff like that. So it's a little bit humid here in Florida.
Yes,
just
indeed.
A little bit. I think about like 95% humidity.
Yeah. Hard to have good hair days these days. Thank goodness for Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, because it helps a little bit with those bad hair days. But we have fun with this first hour is a variety hour.
Right.
So we have a lot to show you. And then, of course, at midnight, get ready. You have to stock up on that Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails.
And what we're starting with here, phosphatidylserine, it wasn't planned in the hour, and the reason why I decided to do this, and even when the blog I recently wrote, there's a lot of change in the air here. And change is stressful for a lot of people. There's political change in our society, and as I say, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, it seems to be stressful nowadays. I think we're just all drowning in news. I think the news channels are the ones benefiting from all this because we're all being exposed to so much news. The internet certainly makes it easier for us to have access to all this information. And I guess, what do they always say? No news is good news. I think for a lot of us, less news would be better news. But the reason why I started with phosphatidylserine is there's a biochemical fallout in our body, the consequences of stress. It's something called cortisol. And phosphatidylserine, number one, it happens to be the principal phospholipid in our brain. So obviously it plays a critical structural role and functional role in our brain. But phosphatidylserine has also has been shown to help in terms of balancing our cortisol levels and happening to be able to decrease the actual cortisol secretion that happens during periods of stress, particularly stress that comes from physical exercise as well. So that's why I started. I figured as long as we're all dealing with change, and change can be stressful, but change is good, because unless things change, they're only going to remain the same. And I think in life we all hope that things improve. And if things are going to improve, obviously, then we have to endure some change. So phosphatidylserine is a way for us to deal with change a little bit better.
I like it. We have it in a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 240, or I'm sorry, a 120 or a 240 cap size. Special birthday pricing, free shipping and handling, customer reviews, of course. Do you know that your average review on this is 4.9 out of 5 stars?
Well, you can't make a better phosphatidylserine product. You get the 200 milligrams of phosphatidylserine, which is unfortunately one of those ingredients that happens to be more than $1,000 a kilo. It's incredibly expensive. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So it's an incredibly expensive ingredient. When you get to levels like this at 200 milligrams, we also have a 100 milligram, but the 200 is a better value, higher potency at only a slightly greater price. But again, when we're dealing with stress, and stress is something that defines the human condition. When we exercise, and I exercise today, it's stress. It's positive adaptive stress, but that stress comes with consequences. When we worry about things, that's stress. And when we're worried, there's biochemical, physiologic changes that accompany that stress. So phosphatidylserine has been an ingredient that has been shown to help us contend with stress a bit better. The best way to deal with stress is to not perceive it as such. It's we can't all go through the world being like the Dalai Lama and not having anything touch us. But again, to the extent we could look at the world and process it in a way and realize that it's not that big a deal, as they say, this too shall pass. I think to the extent we can do that, then that is the absolute best way to manage stress.
There we go. If you'd like it, and this works hand in hand with a lot of the other, like the phosphatidylcholine, a lot of the other products, this work hand in hand with that, and it's just more about the importance of that brain health.
And simply beyond, even if you're not taking this product for its benefits in terms of stress, in terms of cortisol secretion, but simply because it's the principal phospholipid in the brain, then that alone is a great justification for getting it.
Perfect. All right, now we're gonna wrap it up. We have a lot to do in this hour. We're gonna have fun, choose the size you want, take advantage of FlexPays. The larger ones are on FlexPay. Everything in the show tonight is free shipping and handling.
Yeah, we didn't have a pricing chart on this because I just added it at the last moment. But as you can see, the normal price, I think on the large size, I think it's over $200, and today it's $219, I guess, and today it's $159. So we did extra special pricing.
Yeah, $60 off. You're right. Wow.
In honor of all the stress and what is it? I think it's Buddha. Whenever I say Buddha, I think my friend had a dog and named their dog Buddha. So I think of their white Labrador Retriever. But Buddha, the Buddhist religion, I think the first teaching is that life is suffering. And so, in other words, life is stressful. Life is challenging. We're constantly dealing with the things that we might be attached to, whether attached to happiness or attached to our good health, or attached to loved ones, or attached to material things. That all these things are, as they say, they're impermanent and they change. And hopefully, it's up to us to try to lead a life that gives rise to more positive changes. But in every life, a little rain is going to fall. So, to the extent again that we could deal with stress and change more gracefully, then that's a good life.
All right. These are almost gone, frankly. There's not a lot of this left, a couple hundred in each choice here. So please stay right there if you're ordering by phone, if you're ordering on hsn.com, whatever the easiest thing for you is great. Get in now if you can. And by the way, we also want to mention that another product we don't have a full presentation on, but you wanted to share the Valerian root with us.
As long as I was talking about stress and dealing with stress and sort of the stressful times we might all be dealing with and the way it makes us feel, Valerian. Valerian is a natural product that for literally centuries has been used as a natural tool for relaxation, for soothing relief. Valerian, we'll be talking about our nighttime in a moment. Valerian is one of the ingredients in our nighttime, but it's at higher levels in the separate Valerian product. And this is a product to use during the day. Many people use it at night for sleep, although I prefer the nighttime product for sleep, but many people will use Valerian at night for sleep as well. But what it's really designed for is during the day, for those more stressful times during the day.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to scoot over. Thank you for your orders there, but let's head on over here, because as I said, we do have lots of great things to share with all of you. And next up, we're going to talk nighttime. And we like to share this product this time of night because a lot of people struggle with getting a good night's sleep. Falling asleep for a lot of people is a huge issue. And if that is your experience, if you have trouble falling asleep and you don't love the idea of having to take a sleeping pill in order to help that happen, this is a natural way. I love this. I always keep this on hand for nights when I have trouble falling asleep. And it really works. I love it.
And stress, stress and change I was just talking about, neurologically, that affects our brain. And things that affect our brain affect our capacity to sleep. It affects our ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. So, and many of it end up, unfortunately, we work with our doctors, we end up unfortunately having to use certain kind of medications for sleep. And those medications for sleep, unfortunately, they will put us to sleep, but they're not putting us to sleep by employing the natural biochemistry of sleep within a healthy brain. In fact, most of those medications, certainly the benzodiazepines, which as a class are things like Valium or Xanax. Those medications, unfortunately, what they do is they reduce the secretion of those chemicals that are associated with healthy sleep. So the more they're used, the more they might put you to sleep when you use them, but the more they actually deprive you of the capacity to be able to sleep naturally on your own. The way nighttime works, and of course, show it to your doctor. This is not a product. And don't go off your medications that your doctors prescribed to you without talking to your doctor about it first. But this is a product that just takes advantage of your natural sleep process. That's all we're trying to do here. Relax you, soothe you, take advantage of what we acquired when we were young, the ability to go to sleep. Before life became too complicated, before hormonal changes, before all the different things in our life made it difficult for us to enjoy the benefits of that natural sleep process. Sleep is, and studies were just published recently that emphasized quality sleep, duration of sleep, the depth of sleep, the quality of sleep is directly related to all-cause mortality, meaning that the better you sleep in large populations, it reduces your risk of dying from virtually everything. So sleep is something that's critically important. Can't emphasize it enough. It's how we recover from our days. It's how we prepare for our next days. It's hard to have a great day without a great night's sleep.
No doubt.
This is and great savings today as well.
I want to show you real quickly. We have 3 sizes available. You can choose a 60, a 180, or a 360 size. And for the birthday, we have it down to $69.90. So $30, $15, or $6 off, depending on the size that you choose. And what a great way to do something natural to help you get that all-essential great night's sleep. Most of us who take this, and again, I do not take this every night. I only take it on nights this is a night when I'll take it actually, because I'm gonna get home, it'll be probably 2 in the morning. I will be wide awake. And so it will take me a minute to fall asleep.
Well, that's
right?
It's brain chemistry.
Sure.
You just did a show. Why wouldn't you be other than wide awake?
Right.
So it's a way to find that peaceful place to be able to go to sleep.
I find within a half hour, about 20 minutes in, it just makes me sleepy. I just fall asleep and I don't wake up feeling like you don't get a hangover from it. It's just a natural, gentle way. It gives your body those nutrients to help your brain and to help your body relax and get a good night's sleep.
And the way it's designed, and part of the reason I think that if you read the reviews, you consistently hear or read that it doesn't have a hangover, there's no consequences the next day. We don't rely on any single ingredient. What we do is rely on a comprehensive group of ingredients. We have a separate melatonin product. We'll talk about that in a moment. That's at 3 milligrams. This product, if you look at the chart here, it's 1.5 milligrams.
Right.
So it's a little bit less in terms of melatonin. And with melatonin, less is more. The best is to find the minimum dose that works for you. Rather than taking 10 or 20 or 30 milligrams, I'd rather inch up on the level.
Me too.
And what we do here is we give you the 5-hydroxytryptophan, valerian root. Again, we give a lesser potency than in separate valerian. We give you hops extract, passion flower extract, chamomile extract, and they're all standardized. And then calcium and magnesium, because those tend to be neurologically soothing minerals. So what it's designed to do is not rely on any one ingredient to sort of knock you out, but rely on a collection of ingredients that have been proven to give that soothing, relaxing support to kind of return the sleep process back to us.
There it is. Pick the size you'd like. I know we have a few in each size for you today. This is very special pricing. And by the way, Andrew was just mentioning he does have a separate melatonin product, and we also have that available at birthday pricing for you as well. We'll share the graphic information. I don't know if you realize, do you know that on this one, the nighttime, as an aside, there's almost 1,400 reviews on this. Again, it's a huge customer pick. There's about almost 1,000 perfect 5-star reviews on that product. And melatonin also. This is going to take melatonin. This is the melatonin that you want to be taking.
And again, with the melatonin, about a dime a capsule, and so many of these products you see for sleep, they're in tablets. Tablets can take hours to disintegrate, dissolve, and be available. Ours are in capsules, ultrafine powder that's available immediately. So that also, you have to think about it in terms of common sense. If you want a product to work quickly, it has to be in a form that's going to deliver those benefits quickly.
Alrighty, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. By the way, midnight is in about a little more than 45 minutes.
It's going to walk right in front of your camera.
I know. You go ahead. You go first.
By.
I'm trying to block my boots.
Block your boots?
I have on.
You got like. Are you going snow skiing later?
Well, frankly, you see the snow-capped mountains behind me? Now, seriously, the snow would be frozen in here. That's how cold the studio is. But so I have boots, I have heaters, so I'm good to go.
For me, I always like a cold studio.
We know.
No,
so you see my breath, and you know what happened. No, actually, it keeps you alert. It does.
I think so.
It keeps you very
not
like
I'm going to fall asleep on live television.
And don't you burn calories when you're in cool? See, I feel like I burn more calories when I do this show with you.
Well, to a certain extent,
keep your body
regulating your body temperature does require additional calories, but we're talking about insignificant amounts. So this is not going to be a weight loss 2-hour.
That's a stretch. Yeah. That's how I burn calories, right? Okay, let's move along here. Coming up next, we're going to talk about
tea. See, we have some hot water here.
This tea is the best. We have chamomile peppermint, and we also have chamomile. And this is also a really special offer for the birthday. Well, I need to restock the tea because I drink this every day now.
If you notice, there was a theme. We started with phosphatidylserine for stress and cortisol. Then we talked about valerian. We talked about nighttime for sleep. One of the first things one of the first casualties of stress is our peaceful peaceful sleep. Then we talked briefly about melatonin.
Right.
Something that I do, once we roll around to the afternoon, I don't have green tea. Green tea has a little caffeine. In the afternoon, I drink chamomile or chamomile mint tea. That's what I do. So again, this is another healthy habit. Both of these teas, chamomile or mint, contain a rich abundance of protective compounds, but they also have soothing, relaxing properties, and especially chamomile does. So some people like the pure chamomile, and ours is Egyptian chamomile. It's organic. It never gets bitter. You could soak it in that teacup for several days and it will not get bitter. Most teas, after a couple of minutes, get bitter. Ours will not. That's the quality of the blossoms. It's only chamomile blossoms, no chamomile leaves. And then, of course, we have our mint tea. So the mint combined with chamomile gives you just a wonderful, soothing tea, soothing for the digestive system as well.
So you decide if you want 30, 60, or 90 sachets. They're beautiful little sachets. In fact, I could do a whole pot with one. It's amazing. The flavor is delicious. In fact, Andrew single-handedly converted me to a tea drinker. I was never a tea drinker. I'm a coffee person. I love a cup of coffee, but I'll tell you what, this tea is the best. If you're a tea drinker, I hope you will try it. There are two choices. Remember, you're doing chamomile or the chamomile peppermint. That's what I'm drinking down here in an iced tea. And it is just, it's so delicious. It's so soothing. That's my favorite, is the chamomile peppermint.
And by the way, when you look at the tea bag, and I was reading some of the reviews, because I like to read the reviews online,
Sure.
and someone was talking about something I talk about often. There's no paper with ink on it. There's no tag. There's no string. You don't want to make string tea, and there's no staples. So what you're talking about is a wonderful, organic, natural tea bag that only contains organic, and this is the chamomile, as you can see, and it only contains the chamomile blossoms.
And you make those in your facility.
Yeah, when we do our live remote, you see exactly, we bring in the actual organic components, and we do everything. We form the tea bag, we form the tea bag, we put it in its little individual foil packet, and then we put it in the boxes.
Yeah, I was amazed when I saw that.
It's an amazing machine. It's a machine from Japan. You figure the best tea-making machines would have to come from Japan,
Sure.
of course. So we make this all in our facilities, and we literally scour the world for, you probably know, at times we're out of these teas because we will not just use any organic chamomile, organic peppermint. It has to meet my standards of taste, and also it can't get bitter. And that's one thing that applies to all our teas. Even our green teas don't get bitter.
It's amazing, because normally you leave a tea bag sitting too long in your tea and it tastes terrible. This is the exact opposite of that. You girls and guys will love it. I love having it on hand. In fact, I'm almost out, so I need to restock my tea. If you have not tried it, chamomile or chamomile peppermint, I hope you get them both. Try them both if you'd like to, because the birthday pricing is excellent.
And again, it's a wonderful habit, as I say, to develop, is the drinking of tea. Coffee actually is healthy, as long as it's consumed moderately, because coffee is an extract of a coffee bean. As long as you don't put a lot of bad things in the coffee, but coffee actually has some good clinical science on it now. But drinking green tea, drinking chamomile tea as a soothing, relaxing tea, it's just a great habit to get into and delivers all sorts of benefits.
All righty, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody.
And also with our tea bags, you could use them for much larger quantities. I'll usually make a quart of tea from one tea bag.
I do a whole pitcher of iced tea.
Exactly. So you get their incredible values because of that. Because they don't get bitter, you could steep them for hours and hours.
I don't know. Did I just walk behind you? Was that up? Oh, geez.
You're sneaking behind me? I can't turn my back on you now.
I know. I looked like I was stalking you or something.
Great.
It's creepy. Sorry. I don't know what's on. Is there a full moon? Something.
I think there might be, or maybe last night.
Okay,
I think we're pretty close.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
that must
no
be
surprise. I feel like the moon is. I'm blaming it on the moon tonight. All right, we are going to move. This is exciting. This is for the birthday.
Yes.
We have two of many of our favorites. This is right up there in our big favorites of things we take every day, and we're doing this in a special way. We're going to talk about cinnamon. We're going to talk about cranberry benefits. If you decide to order both, whatever size you're getting, you're going to get an additional savings. So for example, most of us are going to go with the 240 size. If you order a 240 size, check this out, of the cranberry benefits, and then you decide to order a 240 size of the cinnamon, you're going to get $20 off the cinnamon.
The already special price.
The already special price. So the cinnamon becomes $29.90 if you order for $49.90 the cranberry.
Or they both become $39.90.
Exactly, however you want to look at it.
But so we did this once before. I think we did it with fruitful antioxidant extracts and cruciferous vegetable extracts. And it was surprising. We ended up, the response was astounding.
Yeah.
So we figured these are two products that have become extremely popular in the last several years. And I just thought it would be a great way to get them into even more people's hands, because these are two products when it comes to, say, cinnamon, in terms of having another tool to help manage our blood sugar metabolism, our glucose metabolism, insulin metabolism. It's an incredible, wonderful, natural gift. And then in terms of cranberry and urinary tract health, and these two products both have just remarkable reviews in terms of being close to perfection, about 95% positive reviews. I think cranberry is about 4.6 or
4.8 on the cranberry and 4.7 on the cinnamon.
So
huge
as you can see,
picks.
Almost all the reviews are 5-star and 4-star reviews.
Yep.
If you look there on the cinnamon, all but 30 or 40 reviews are 4 or 5 stars, and about 90% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. So they're both incredibly well-reviewed products. When it comes to the cinnamon, you get to see the benefits firsthand. And it's something that for decades I looked for an ingredient that could help support in terms of blood sugar metabolism and insulin metabolism. And the best I could always say was to make sure you're getting adequate levels of your B vitamins, make sure you're getting adequate levels of trace minerals. There wasn't a specific ingredient that I could really describe specific studies and specific benefits in terms of those attributes. But cinnamon is that now. So if you want an extra tool to work with your doctor to manage something that's incredibly important, then cinnamon is it. If you want a daily tool to help support and promote the best health of your urinary tract, bladder, kidneys, then without a doubt it's cranberry. It's been recognized as such for more than 1,000 years. The science is now crystal clear that it delivers these benefits. So you get an opportunity to get either one of these at great pricing today. And if you decide to get the same size, and whether it's a 60 and a 60 or a 240 and a 240, you save additional.
There we go. I'm going to show you what the choices are. As you call in to order or as you log on to hsn.com, I shop with my phone. That's the way I shop here. If you have not downloaded the app yet, it literally takes a minute, and it is so easy to shop on that app. So usually it's just a buy now, click. It's so easy. Today, right now, they're asking to type in an item number. So it's 093534. So if you're on hsn.com or if you are on your phone ordering, you do it. They're going to ask you to put that item number in 093534, and then you just decide the size you want. So I'll show you what the sizes are real quickly. It's a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240 cap supply. So you choose the size, and then remember. So for example, if this is the cranberry benefits, now if you decide you want cinnamon and cranberry, if you order the 240 here and then you order the 240 in the cinnamon, this is not going to be $49. It's going to be $29.90, or as you said, $39 a bottle.
You save an extra $20 when you put the two together.
So the smallest one, if you order two together, we're going to take another $5 off. The 60 cap size, if you order both together, we're going to take another $7 off. The 120 cap size, if you order both, we're going to take another $12 off. And then this is where the big saving comes in. You're going to get $20 off if you get, so most of us are going to stock up on our 240s today, because that's huge.
And it's a product that what I would highly recommend, and I'll speak about each of these ingredients, but what I highly recommend is read the reviews, or even go online and look into the research on cinnamon bark extract or cranberry extract. Cinnamon bark extract in terms of blood sugar metabolism, in terms of glucose metabolism, insulin metabolism. This is an ingredient that the first that was given the respect that it deserves in terms of that property. But and we'll talk about berberine. Maybe we'll do, I don't know if I have, maybe get a graphic almost of berberine at the bottom. Because berberine is another ingredient we have that berberine also offers support in terms of, and that's a very recent, because cinnamon, the research has been coming out for about 7 or 8 years. We introduced our cinnamon product about 3 or 4 years ago. Berberine is something we introduced just over a year ago.
Oh, interesting.
So we'll hopefully get the graphic up for that.
Yeah, we'll pop that up for you at the bottom of the screen. You can order that.
But then of course, cranberry. We've known about cranberry for a long time, but I'm not sure if everyone realizes the extent to which cranberry has been exposed or been subjected to study, to medical study, clinical study, demonstrating that it actually works. And not only does it work, in terms of the health of our bladder, kidneys, urinary tract, but they actually know why and how it works. And I always say that when it comes to science, it's not sufficient in my mind to just observe something. When it comes to science, you need to observe something and you need to understand and attribute a mechanism to how it's working. And with cranberry, they know exactly how it works in terms of creating a less friendly environment, say, for the attachment of certain types of pathogenic bacteria. But cranberry is something, the research is abundant, and if we want to drink cranberry juice, what does it end up being? It's about 140 calories a cup.
Jeez. And those are sugar calories.
That's 35 grams of sugar.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the sugar is added because cranberry is just so bitter. And because most cranberry doesn't taste like grapes. Cranberry, unfortunately, is very bitter. And cranberry juice, yes, you can get the benefits from good cranberry juice, but you're going to be consuming probably hundreds and hundreds of calories of sugar every day.
There we go. So again, I want to remind you, as you call in to order, if you get one of each in the same size. So if you get 2 of the 240s, you know, depending on the size you get, if you get 2 240s, we're going to take another $20 off that purchase. So instead of it being $49 a bottle, it's coming out to $39 a bottle. If you go with the smallest size, you're going to get an extra $5 off if you order both. If you're going to get that second size, the 60 cap, we're going to take $7 off your order if you order both in that size. And then if you do the 120, we're going to take $12 off if you order both in that size. And because a lot of us love and take these products, you have to take a minute to go read the reviews. The cranberry benefits, the average review is 4.8 out of perfect 5. And when you read from the women who talk about the urinary tract benefits, and men too, the urinary tract benefits of taking this cranberry, it is unbelievable. Most of us just take it daily as just a way to just keep everything healthy in that area, and it really, truly does help. So if you deal with UTIs, you really want to try Andrew's Cranberry Benefits because it works. It's fantastic. And again, if you have a minute, go read. There's something like, gosh, there's 500 reviews. Of that, 438 are perfect 5. So people love that product. And then the cinnamon is another one that there's so many cool things to talk about with that cinnamon. I mean, if you want to keep your blood sugar levels within the normal ranges, there's so many great things to talk about. And again, look at the average review there is, what did we say? A 4.7 out of perfect 5-star also on the cinnamon. So it's a chance for you. And when we talk about the cinnamon, this is not the same as putting cinnamon on your toast in the morning. This is standardized cinnamon extract. This is high potency cinnamon that's going to really deliver some results that you notice.
It's standardized for the specific ingredient that's been identified as beneficial in terms of supporting the healthy blood sugar metabolism. What I was going to do, I haven't read any reviews yet for anything. So just read a couple of reviews. I grabbed some from cranberry at the top here, and then cinnamon after. So it's for cranberry benefits. I truly love this product so far. I've just been using it for 2 short months and have not had a UTI since starting it. I was having problems often and the cranberry juice was not effective. Give it a try. I am my mom's caregiver, and her nurse told me to start her on the cranberry capsules to avoid so much sugar in cranberry juice. Plus, it helps prevent UTIs in elderly persons. Andrew Lessman's products are top quality and well worth the money. Working great. My mom told me about this product as I'm very prone to UTIs. I started taking these in November of last year, and so far they have worked great. I've not had any problems with recurrent UTIs since I started taking this product. My mom has been using Andrew Lessman's vitamins for years now, and she has me sold. I have since purchased her Essential One and his Essential One and liver antioxidants as well. Thank you for a great product that is working.
What's happening. We moms, my daughter-in-law, Christy, she is a huge now vitamin taker thanks to you and thanks to the fact that we moms, I mean, really, we are turning our daughters on and our sons on to, you know, a road to better health by educating them a little bit about Andrew's products. Well, it's great. I love hearing reviews.
And even
like that.
Not just my products. We've known this for a long time at my company. I've been doing this for 38 years. But the most influential person in a household, in terms of healthy decisions, in terms of potentially consuming vitamins, it's not to be sexist. It's a good thing. It's the woman in the household. Women tend to have a more serious perspective and a greater focus on health than men. And so often oftentimes it's up to the women in our lives to determine if we're going to be taking those first steps, those initial steps. And certainly with cranberry, it's not a drug or a medicine. All cranberry does is cranberry creates a healthy environment. And a healthy environment tends to be less likely to be prone to problems and issues. And that's what we read over and over in the reviews on this product. And it's not something, this is not something that we discovered. The clinical science and research has been out there for decades. The traditional medical view on cranberry and the health of the urinary tract, that's been out there for literally centuries.
And I know the producer, Stephen, had a little graphic at the bottom of the screen about berberine. Would love to, we'll show you the full graphic information on that just to get you the item number if you'd like to order this as well. We don't get to talk about it all the time, but it's a fairly new product to the line and people are also loving it.
I think less than a year ago we introduced berberine, and it's hand in hand with cinnamon. What's remarkable about berberine is as effective and as beneficial as it is in supporting and promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and insulin metabolism, it's also great in terms of supporting healthy lipid levels as well, in terms of things like cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and total cholesterol. So it's a product you take 3 capsules daily. With cinnamon and cranberry, you could simply take 1 capsule. With berberine, you take 1 capsule with each meal.
Oh, excellent. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. If you're ordering, thank you
I didn't get to read any reviews on cinnamon. We'll try to do that. We'll talk about this again.
Good.
So we'll get a chance to do so.
Yes, because it's very special for the birthday. Take advantage of that extra savings depending on the size you're choosing. In the meantime, and by the way, just to give you guys a heads up on this, we're about 25 minutes away from the #1 top-selling beauty product on HSN of all time. Top-selling, top-reviewed, one of Andrew's absolute bestsellers, his #1 reorder product. The list goes on and on. Healthy hair, skin, and nails. Wait until you see the offer on healthy hair, skin, and nails. I'm so excited. A lot of us have been waiting to restock it, and it's happening in about 25 minutes, so be on the lookout for that. But right now, we're going to get you the info on Cholestacare. This is another exciting product. This is one of those products that is life-changing for so many people because it's going to lower your total and LDL cholesterol in a natural way. Let me show you what the choices are real quickly. I think we start with a 60 cap size, so I'll step over real quick. So it goes a 60 all the way up to a 720, so depending on the size, if you really need to restock this, because this is a product that people take every day, and you take it with meals. And so if you are watching your cholesterol, if you need to lower that cholesterol, you want to keep it down, this is an excellent product for you to try. The 60, the 180, the 360, the 720, really excellent birthday savings over here. You'll notice, look at, I mean, you have $60 off the largest, 30, 15, or 6, depending on the size you're choosing. And what a fun way, seriously, for you to see results. This is the easiest way to see results. All you do is get your cholesterol checked, take this for, take this for 30 days, go get your cholesterol checked again, and see for yourself the results. That's why people get so excited. The reviews are fun to read because people are just wowed that this is not a drug. This is not a statin drug. This is just, these are natural ingredients that work.
And talking about statin drugs, and there's also drugs that affect the absorption of bile and the absorption of cholesterol. I'll talk about, I was gonna write a blog post on that because there's some really helpful research that you could take to your doctor if you're using these medicines, that even if you need to continue using these medicines, you'll be able to use much less of them and still get the same results. So what I'll do is I'll write this blog post and I'll attach the research, so you'll be able to take that research with you to your doctor and participate with your doctor in your own healthcare, which is always a great thing. Your doctor wants a partner, not a victim, so you should definitely be a partnership with your doctor. But what I was going to do is just read some quick quotes out of the research on plant sterols. The ingredient in this product are natural plant sterols. It's not a drug, it's not a medicine. It does lower cholesterol, and this is from the Journal of Nutrition. Phytosterols, which is what this product is made of, are structurally analogous to cholesterol and have been shown to substantially reduce intestinal cholesterol absorption by 30 to 40%. From metabolism, clinical, and experimental, diets containing these elements, plant sterols, have confirmed predicted lipid-lowering effects of 28 to 35%. 28 to 35% in LDL-C when they are combined in the same diet in what has been termed a dietary portfolio. So if you make significant dietary changes, these become as powerful, really, as cholesterol-lowering drugs. again for metabolism, clinical and experimental, in combination with other cholesterol-lowering foods and against the background of a low saturated fat diet, plant sterols contributed over 1/3 of the LDL-C reduction seen with the dietary portfolio after 1 year of following dietary advice. So they are powerful. The FDA actually allows what sounds like a drug claim. So when I basically can say that plant sterols can lower total cholesterol and can lower LDL cholesterol, and in so doing help to reduce your risk of heart disease, that sounds like a drug claim. And typically you can't make those kinds of claims for nutritional supplements or dietary supplements, but the FDA has carved out an exception because these ingredients have been demonstrated to work, have been proven to work, and they've been proven completely safe. What they basically are is an ingredient that you get in abundance in vegetable foods. So if you're a vegetarian, you get an abundance of these ingredients, plant sterols. With this product, you start getting the levels that would be attributed to that kind of diet. And you simply take one capsule with at least two of your meals. What I say is best, take a capsule with each meal. Perhaps, if you want, take 2 capsules with your largest meal, and that's where you'll get the best results. And typically, at a minimum, I would say, you could expect results of 10 to 15% reduction, up to 20, 30% or more.
Isn't that great?
And just reading some charts here quickly.
Sure.
This is a rather long review that I grabbed.
Wow.
Amazing. My doctor was shocked. In February 2017, my cholesterol was 244. The doctor told me that I'd better get my cholesterol down or he'd put me on a statin. Since Andrew's vitamin D worked really well for me, I purchased my first bottle of Cholestacare in March 2017. My cholesterol dropped from 244 to 198.
Wow.
And my LDL went down to normal levels. My doctor couldn't believe it and wrote down the name of the vitamin and where to get it so he could tell his other patients about it. By the way, this is the lowest my cholesterol has been my whole life. Oh, and now I'm also using Choco Nuvo. I love them. Well, Choco Nuvo contains Cholestacare, but Choco Nuvo goes away in the summer because of the summer heat. We can't ship it. Does what it says. My cholesterol numbers were very bad in my blood work in July. Total cholesterol was 306 and LDL 204. Not good.
Not good.
Worst, that's very bad, actually.
Yeah.
Worst numbers I have ever had. My doctor started talking about statins, as I knew she would. I was prepared to make a deal with her. I told her I would be trying a new supplement, and I asked her to give me a chance. She agreed to give me 3 months. I was worried that it might not be long enough, but I had to agree to the deal. So I had my blood work done again last week. My total cholesterol is now 254.
Wow.
And LDL 166.
Pretty good.
That's not great.
She's on her way.
That's not great, but that's definitely a
significant,
dramatic change.
Yes.
I was so excited, and she was quite pleased. She didn't even mention statins this time. Of course, the LDL is still too high. It is, but I'm hoping for further improvement as I continue to take the Cholestacare. And when you start adding dietary changes, or you add fiber, like our Fibromucil product, which we could actually get a graphic of our Fibromucil. Fibromucil can add another 5 or 10% to the benefits you'd see typically from Cholestacare on its own. So it's well worth the investment to add the Fibromucil to the benefits of Cholestacare.
There you go.
But here's one more. Bye-bye statin. 2 years ago, my overall cholesterol was 266. And by the way, I just grabbed these from the top. We have hundreds of reviews like this.
Yes, you do. Over 500 Perfect 5.
My doctor started me on a statin drug. 3 months later, with diet changes and the statin, it was 241. I was unimpressed with the results and sought out Cholestacare. The following 6 months, my overall was 202. Huge difference. Fast forward to present day, I've completely stopped taking the statin for 9 months. My overall has been less than 200. Each doctor visit with diet changes and only Cholestacare. What an incredible product from Justin in Virginia.
Isn't that wonderful? You know what? That's what we're talking about. It's really the easiest way. I mean, if you just do this consistently, you take this with meals, right? You take 2 with meals, Andrew, or 1? 1 or 2 with meals. So that's why if you're going to do it every day, stock up on the big one. And that's it. And see for yourself the results. This is a big customer pick. The average review is about a 4.5 out of perfect 5 stars. So if you know you have to get that cholesterol down, and if you've been trying, a lot of people try with diet and they don't get the same results. And obviously you want to have a healthy diet because that's certainly going to help. But the key here is that those plant sterols go to work, and a lot of people take this hand in hand with their statins, and then they can wean themselves off. And that, of course, is working with your doctor. But it's really cool when you start reading reading those reviews and you see that people really, truly are seeing the results by taking a natural product, 100% completely safe, totally natural. So it's certainly worth it to give it a try. Excellent value tonight. Most of you are going to be stocking up on the largest size. If that's the one you're choosing, I would tell you to go for it. We are busy taking your phone calls, and hopefully you'll be one of those reviews, because maybe you will be writing one of those reviews someday in the future, right?
Well, the only opportunity to do so is if you try, and believe me, the drug companies wouldn't have allowed the Food and Drug Administration. It would have never gotten through the ability to make such a claim for a natural ingredient that's affordable, it's inexpensive, and it comes without side effects unless the science was there. And the science truly is, which that's the opportunity for you.
There we go. Okay, we're going to scoot along. If you are, as you watch the show, if you're thinking, you know, I'd like to dive in, put my big toe in the water and try Andrew Lessman products, the Essential One would be the perfect place to start. A lot of people only want to take one vitamin a day. They only want to take one thing. And if that's you, if that's a loved one, maybe you have a family member that isn't really, you're going to have trouble getting them to swallow more than one capsule a day, this is your product. And of all of the vitamins on the market that are one capsule a day or one tablet a day products, nothing can hold a candle to Andrew Lessman's Essential One. Here's what's happening today for the birthday. I want to show you the choices and the pricing real quick, and then we'll show you the difference that this product makes compared to anything else. There's nothing else on the market like it in terms of a one capsule a day that is so comprehensive. So we have a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360 choice. Here is the regular HSN pricing for the birthday. The largest one you can see, you're getting about $40, $28, or $5 off, depending on the size. And the best part about this, I'm telling you, is that when you see the difference, because there's all of these other vitamin companies that advertise that you only have to take one of theirs a day, but the point is you're not getting nearly the vitamins, the essential vitamins and nutrients you get in one capsule of Andrew Lessman's product.
But what's truly amazing, most people have learned to dislike their multivitamin. To think that this is a multivitamin that with over 3,000 reviews, I believe.
You're right.
That it's about 95% positive reviews, about 85% five-star reviews, rated 4.7 stars. So we're not talking about a small sampling. This is an enormous sampling. And I think typically people will want to share a negative review before a positive review. So I think the reason why my products get reviewed in this fashion, I said this the other day, is that most people expect a vitamin to disappoint them. They expect it to be hard to swallow. They expect it to upset their stomach or whatever it might be that we've had experiences in the past. But I think when a vitamin doesn't do that, and a vitamin actually delivers benefits, I think people are astounded, so they feel compelled to write a review. What I've done here, and this is a vitamin that the most simple science in the world, I could probably find a research chart here that says the most common deficiencies in American society are vitamin D and vitamin B12. Knowing that, what I did is I made a product that is essentially a separate vitamin D, 2,000 IU of vitamin D, and a separate vitamin B12, 250 micrograms of B12. We have a separate vitamin D and vitamin B12. Basically, it's worth the investment in the product because those are separate levels. Plus our B12 is natural methylcobalamin. Our B12 is also protected for absorption. So it's not a B12, everyone thinks the only way you absorb B12 is if you inject it. Well, typically, if you're getting typical B12, that's the case. But if you protect B12 and deliver it as we do, B12 will benefit you. In fact, we've even heard from folks that they can get their levels up high with our products if you take too much B12. So you don't have to take the levels you typically took with other B12. People will take several grams a day of B12. Not with my product. 250 micrograms of B12 will get you the levels that you need. So, and then of course, that's what's in this product. You're still getting the full complement of 24 ingredients, and not at the typical minimal levels that were delivered, say, 50, 60, 70 years ago, but at the levels the research says you require. That my product is built around the science in terms of nutritional requirement, and the science in terms of nutritional insufficiency or deficiency in our country. So that's why the product is so well reviewed. And beyond that, not only are the numbers and the forms of nutrients correct, but of course we put it in a form. It's a small, soft, easy to swallow capsule, dissolves instantly, ultrafine powder that dissolves instantly, so it's not a rock hard tablet that's irritating the lining of your stomach. It's a gentle, fine powder that delivers these precious essential nutrients that our body cannot manufacture, but we need to live, and we need to live well. So you're getting what you need, but you're not getting any of the problems you don't want.
Exactly, and I want to show you something. This is just taking 6 of the ingredients that are in this product.
As I said, just the first two are...
You're right, just the first 2 would be, you can see here, over what, $128 just for those. So if you're ordering the 360 cap, just the vitamin D3 and the vitamin B12 clearly would cost more than what you're paying for everything else that's in this formula. The calcium would be another $38. Vitamin C would be $25. The magnesium would be $23. The gamma tocopherol would be another $15. I mean, just those 6 products would be over $233.
And that's why what I've always said is the best value in nutrition is a multivitamin, multimineral, because you get a single, especially with us, because you get this single capsule with separate potencies. And the reason why we could do that is there's no binders, there's no fillers, there's no additives. If I grab one of these capsules, and it's kind of a beige. It's not really, it's kind of boring color. But as I open it up, it's just an ultrafine powder. Whereas if you look at the typical vitamin here, it's got all sorts of, it's pretty colors.
And they're rocks.
But yeah, that's not going to feel good sitting in your stomach. And again, they're harder to swallow. And there's all the other additives in there. So when you have a capsule, and the only thing in that capsule that I opened are the vitamins and minerals you want. And then also things called carotenoids. And we'll be talking about healthy hair, skin, and nails in a moment. But the typical multivitamin gives 30 micrograms of biotin, 30. We give 500. That's the level of my original healthy hair, skin, and nails from 18 years ago. And again, biotin's very expensive. But the 3 most expensive ingredients in this formula, lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin. You will not find those in the leading multivitamins. You might find a trace in some of lutein or a trace of lycopene, but you'll never find zeaxanthin, which is the most expensive here. And those 3 carotenoids, absolutely critical for the health of our eyes, for the health of both for men and women. Women in terms of breast tissue, ovarian tissue, men in terms of prostate. Those carotenoids are concentrated, especially lutein, especially lycopene as well. These are things that are just neglected and ignored in the typical multivitamin because they're so costly, because they don't take up a lot of space in the pill. So the only reason, and I happen to know from the folks who make zeaxanthin's very expensive, and they've been talking to the leading multivitamin manufacturers for decades, more than a decade at least, and it hasn't been included simply because of the cost. For me, it's not a matter of the cost, it's simply a matter of need, and if it needs to be in there, we will put it in there. And as you can see from the cost of my product, it still is an affordable product, basically 30 cents a day, despite it being like a separate vitamin D and a separate B12 and a separate high potency stress B complex, as well as all the minerals.
Yeah, I mean, for a little over $100, that's a year. If you do the 360,
it's a year.
That's a whole year's supply, because you're only taking 1 a day. And then when you see that ingredient deck and all of the ingredients, it is really, truly the best on the market in terms of a 1 capsule or 1 tablet a day multivitamin. So if you'd like to order yours, we have it here for you. You can log on to hsn.com, shop by remote if you can do that, grab your phone. If you haven't downloaded the app, I'm encouraging you to do that. It takes a minute to download our app, and it makes shopping a cinch, because the app comes right up. There's the product that's currently airing. You can click buy now. It's so fast. So if you do by your phone, I would recommend downloading that app, because I love that. Wherever you are, you can automatically see what we're doing, and you can instantly order anything you'd like, or of course you can call us. It's whatever works for you.
Yes. Yep.
There you go. All right, we're going to keep going because we have a monthly special that we're going to talk about real quickly. The Phytoceramides are here.
We planned our variety hours. We pack a lot into a variety hour.
Yeah.
About a dozen products.
That's fun.
So we unfortunately won't talk about this as long as I wanted to, but because it's our monthly special, we'll talk about it probably again tomorrow and again next weekend. So only on 2 shows tomorrow, and then again we'll do 3 shows next weekend with our Marine Collagen Today special. But so we'll we'll talk about this again. But the reason why I wanted to speak to this is because we'll be speaking about healthy hair, skin, and nails. And July has become really our beauty product month in terms of healthy hair, skin, and nails, the marine collagen peptides, and phytoceramides. And what phytoceramides are, very simple, very straightforward. I think, again, sort of counterintuitive. When we think about beauty, we think we have to do things on the outside, but we forget that we manufacture these tissues, our skin, say our hair, our nails. We manufacture these tissues on the inside of our body. That's the only opportunity we have to make a difference, is on the inside of our body. Outside our body, they're dead tissues. When it comes to phytoceramides, it's kind of the same idea. When we moisturize, we think we moisturize our skin by putting moisturizer on the outside. No, half the time what we're really doing is we're putting something oil-based to kind of seal whatever moisture we have in our body in, so it doesn't go out. Well, the way our body works, our body was designed incredibly well. The way our body works, each of those cells already have a system for retaining moisture in those cells. And those cell membranes are specifically designed to keep the moisture in the cell. And the key molecule in those cell membranes, of course, omega-3 fatty acids, even cholesterol are part, because we need cholesterol for all sorts of healthy purposes in our body, just not too much. But those play a role, of course, in the cell membranes in retaining moisture in our cells. But the key molecule that does that in our body is a molecule called the ceramide. This product, they're phytoceramides, the same exact molecule in our body that's responsible for retaining moisture in those cells, but plant-based, plant-derived. Ours is not derived from animals. So
there we go. And I will tell you, we are busy and we are only 10 minutes away from our new Today's Special. So this is a chance for you to stock up. You actually got me going on this.
This is...
I really did. I started taking it. And you told me Muriel loves this product because it works hand in hand with healthy hair, skin, and nails.
And where we've gotten some of the most compelling, and someone had stopped me recently and talked to me about this product. I can't really go into what they talked about, but they talked about dry skin on their body. Oftentimes, I spoke about this on the phone the other day, that oftentimes we think with a moisturizer, we think about maybe putting it on our face or sort of a body moisturizer. But oftentimes, we're really thinking about these products in terms of the wrinkles on our skin, and certainly there's science and research about the wrinkles on our skin and the smoothing effects of phytoceramides in terms of our skin. But where some of the most compelling reviews I have read they talk about changes in the skin in our body. Because that moisturizing system, it just doesn't apply to the tissues in our body that we think about most prominently, say, to other people, but in terms of things that might affect the quality of our life and might actually affect how those tissues are in terms of their health. So that moisturizing system is part of how our skin keeps itself soothed and smooth. That moisturizing system is a critical component of dealing with the normal inflammation that the environment can cause. It's not anti-inflammatory, but the environment can be quite inflammatory for our skin. So to the extent our body can keep the skin moist, it tends to deal with those outside influences far better.
By the way, you can see the little clicker, almost 2,000 bottles ordered. 1,000 of those are the largest size. So if you want the 240, this is the perfect time to stock up. Remember, we do have 4 flex pays available for you on the 240 size. And today you're saving $70 off. $70 off. Fantastic. And that's 080668. So order yours now. It's always fun when Andrew's here because we know we're going to get free shipping on everything. You're going to get extra flex pays. You're going to get special pricing on everything. So if you are already an Andrew fan, if you're not taking this yet, try it. I think you're going to absolutely love it. I just noticed, it's funny, the models in the model room the other day were asking me, what do I put on my hands? Because I sell a lot of jewelry at HSN. I love jewelry. And they said, what lotion? What do you do to keep your hands like that? I said, honestly, I just use whatever is around. I don't think I have any magic formula, but I do take my healthy hair, skin, and nails, and I've been taking this. And I feel like my skin just feels more moisturized. It's hard to explain. My skin feels less dry. And it's interesting. I don't know if it's this exactly, but it probably is really helping because I've just noticed my skin
Well, for me, I'm not someone who tends to religiously use a moisturizer. I'm very bad about that. And since I've been using this product, because it's easy for me to do, I take my vitamins, I take this now, I've definitely noticed, and I'm someone who I'm outdoors virtually every day, either running, mountain biking, running trails. So I'm
sunscreen?
Yeah, I do use sunscreen.
Good.
I try to use sunscreen.
Right.
I used to not be very good about sunscreen for most of my life, but now I do. And if you use sunscreen, use a zinc oxide-based sunscreen. Do not use a chemical sunscreen. One day, maybe I'll have to write a blog post about that.
Yeah.
But don't use chemical sunscreens. Use a zinc oxide-based sunscreen.
Okay.
But I was just going to read a couple of reviews here quickly. I don't know if we have much time left, but
7 minutes.
Moisture Skin Really. I cannot believe this product. Although it is new in Lessman's line, it is most wonderful. My skin is very dry and I have skin issues on my lower extremities. I just refilled my Healthy Hair, Skin and Nails, and this product was suggested to add to my order. I went ahead and went with the 240 count. I've only been on this for less than a week and I can tell a difference in my skin. My legs look better and overall the skin on my legs and arms look and feel better.
Right.
Please make this a Today Special in October so I could stock up and take 2 per day. Well, probably even better than a Today Special. This is for 30 days this month.
Right, exactly.
So I can stock up, or 31 days. Take 2 per day and revive my skin even more. Thank you for this product, Andrew. Great product. I'm so pleased with the results of this product. The change in my skin is remarkable. The texture, firmness, and smoothness is greatly improved. I will continue taking this from Marlene in Georgia.
Perfect.
And just so you understand, this is not something where they say, well, we know phytoceramides or ceramides are present in the skin and responsible for keeping skin moist on an internal level. If we swallow them, it's going to deliver the same benefit. This has science where they actually, what they do is they radioisotopically label. They label they use sort of a chemical trick to label the ceramides that are being consumed and to actually see that the ceramides go to the skin. So it's not as though this is something that's just being swallowed and excreted. It's something where, again, they know how it works and they know why it works and they observe it working as well.
Interesting. All right, and we have to wrap this up. We have one more item we're going to squeeze in before the stroke of midnight on the East Coast, and we're going to talk about the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails. So please continue to choose and order that if you'd like to. But one more thing we want to talk about. This hour has been packed, and we have the circulation and vein support on tap for you next. And this is another one, huge customer pick on hsn.com. There are almost 2,000 perfect 5-star reviews out of 2,400 reviews. Close to 2,000 are perfect, which is pretty remarkable. And we have today a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360 count. So all the sizes are here for you. And you can say the biggest one, you're saving $40 off. And then 20, 11, or 6, depending on the size. Flex pays on the 2 larger sizes. And people adore this product. This is a definite product. If you have a minute, go read the reviews. This is a life-changing product for so many people. You really notice and feel a difference when you start taking the circulation and vein support.
It's a product. It's funny. We'll be talking about Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails in a moment. And I initially refused to make that product because I thought Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails was kind of a vanity product. It was a product that was not as serious as the science of the products that I typically make, even though there's very real science. With circulation and vein support for healthy legs, I thought it was such an important ingredient that I believe we were the first to bring it to America. This is a natural ingredient that's recommended by doctors. It's regulated differently in Europe, so it's recommended by doctors for the healthy circulation in their patients' legs, and actually for more than that as well. But here it was an ingredient, because it's a natural ingredient, and it's not a drug or medicine, that I thought it was so important I should bring it over here, and it required a whole series of regulatory steps to get it over here. But I never dreamed or never thought it would be an enormously popular product. It was a product that basically took on a life of its own. We would bring the product in, we would talk about it a little bit, the reorders, the word of mouth, and that's how it eventually became a Today Special. Not because I ever thought this is a product that people would fall in love with to the extent they have, but the clinical science on this is abundant. It's existed for decades. What's, I think, most surprising for people when they get this product home is the degree to which it works, that it's a product that delivers in a way that no one expects. I think we've all been conditioned that if we're going to observe some significant benefit from something we're taking, it can't be some harmless nutritional supplement. It has to be a drug. And this isn't a drug, but nevertheless, it seriously delivers. And you don't have to take my word for it. There's abundant science out there on the key ingredients, especially diosmin, abundant science. And beyond that, you have the benefit of reading, I guess it's almost 2,500 reviews, of which about almost 85% are 5-star reviews, and almost 95% are positive reviews.
Amazing. Isn't that cool? I mean, it really is. Normally we have more time to chat about it, but we want to at least show you we have birthday pricing. This is another example of one that truly does make a huge difference. You will notice the difference in the way your legs feel. You will notice the difference in the way your legs look. So if you stand a lot, if you sit a lot, you know that that's not great for your circulation. You will literally, your legs are going to feel differently when you start taking this product. So we kind of nickname it the nurse's product, because nurses, of course, are wonderful caregivers. They're on their feet for their job, for their entire shift, and that is very taxing on the lower extremities. So this is a product, whether you stand a lot or if you sit for your job all day, you're sitting a lot, this is a great, great product for you to try. And because we have the special birthday pricing, I would stock up tonight.
No, it's for me, it's part of why
I love it.
I'm not as young as I used to be, and it's part of the reason I still...
Oh, you don't even age, my goodness.
Well, I should post it. I have...
Are you the same weight that you were in high school?
Actually in high school, but no, because I played sports in college, I lifted weights and I gained weight. Oh. But I'm basically the same body fat level I've been my whole life. So
I still fit into the same earrings I wore in high school.
The same earrings? Mm-hmm. I didn't wear earrings in high school. So no, I did not. But no, but I basically, you've seen me on TV for the last 27 years. Right. But what my sister just sent me today was a brochure from, well, it's funny you mention this, from when I was on QVC.
Right.
So
we should show that picture.
From photos.
Where'd that go? Allison, do you have that picture?
The photo shoot.
It's hilarious.
The photo shoot was from 1991. So the photo shoot was from 26 years ago.
Okay, stay tuned. I'm going to show you his QVC picture.
We can show that a little bit later.
Stay tuned. You will see it in a little while. It's hilarious.
But for me, because we're getting older, I'm getting older, blood vessels in our legs are challenged. For me, what makes this special is it enables me to work out at the same level I did decades ago, and especially where I notice it at night, and I think a lot of people who work standing up a lot in retailer things, your legs just don't want to go to sleep at night. You might want to go to sleep, but your legs don't. And this product certainly allows you to just have that kind of healthy circulation that at the end of the day, your legs go to sleep just as you want to go to sleep.
Alrighty, I think it's time.